Hey everybody, this is C4. Welcome back to Mario Paint for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Yeah, I didn't say the other word last time in case you didn't catch. So anyway, in the last episode, I technically played a game and supposedly I am terrible at it. Even though way back when I last played the game, I had no trouble with it whatsoever. But that, to be fair, I was good at the game when I wasn't talking at all. So before I get started, I said earlier on in the first episode that something rather magical happens when you click on the star. And we're going to be showcasing that right now. So you click the letter P if you wanted to find the star. Now, we gotta play the waiting game. So, how's things going for everybody? I've just recently beaten Crash Bandicoot 1 through the Insane Trilogy edition on the PS4. I even went through Stormy Ascent, which I lost over 15 lives, but surprisingly, I was able to beat the level. The thankful element about that in the Insane Trilogy is that if you die multiple times, you can actually get, a free Aku mask. And, I could be wrong, but I think there was less checkpoints in the original than in the remastered edition. But again, I could be wrong on that. But it is a hard level. But the good news about that level is that it was a... Calm down, Tony. You gotta calm down. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Thankfully, it wasn't one of those levels where you have to get a colored gem in order to beat the level. Oh, that's not fair! What the heck? What was I gonna say? In the remaster version, you can get any white colored gem, even when you go through a checkpoint and restart from there. You can still get the gem as long as you destroy all the boxes. You can die as many times as you want. You can still get it as long as you get all the... You mother... No, wait a minute. You mother... No, wait. Dog, get over here. I hate you! You mother... Yeah, close. Just close enough. Dude! Okay, I'm really trying to get the stupid star. I really am. But, in the same remastered edition, if you want to get a color gem, basically it's any other color that's not white. You cannot die once. Even if you get to a checkpoint, you have to start all the way back from the beginning. That means you have to quit through the level and re-enter that level again. Bum. But right now I'm just going through Crash 2. And it's taken me a while to get used to it. Water. Sue bats, they're endangered. They make really good pudding soup. I don't know what I was saying. It's just some random jumbo crap. And I'm waiting for the... I hate you, game. I hated this so much. Just in the case of that, I may have to make a few jump cuts just to cut down time, because this is going to take a while. And I'm hating this so much right now. What? Okay. That's fine. Instead of, physically showing my emotion, I might as well draw it out. I almost woke somebody up, actually. There we go. That's how I feel right now. I'm gonna drink some green tea later after I record this episode. That's about right. Just, anyways, sorry for the little, this part may be cut or whatever, I don't know. But, in the last episode, right, I talked about, I shut off the little minigame section, and I was gonna, oh yeah, I need to talk about how the stamps work, if I remember correctly. So, there are 16 pixels horizontally, and 16 pixels vertically. So, you multiply that, it's 256. 256 pixels that you can illustrate on the stamp art tool. Now, here's something I want to point out in regards to the size of your animation frames. As far as I know, right? I'm just checking my enclosed instruction book. I have no regrets. Okay, so when you're using 4 frames, the you can use up to, like, say 35 stamps. If you're trying to do like a stamp animation per wise, you can only put up to, like, say 35 stamps, and it gets smaller the more frames you use. So say if you're using 9 frames, you're basically using 4 stamps horizontally and 3 stamps horizontally. Let me give you a quick rundown real quick, since I got the stamps whole. So, if I start from here and link to here, crap, it'll work, trust me. No, I don't know what that was about. Forgive me. Forgive me, senpai. I have no regrets for everything. Ugh. I do go, ugh. I do go, ugh. Oh. Okay, so, wait a minute. I want to make sure I get this right. Okay. Get that out. Okay. So, let's say I want to do the 6 frames through Animation Land. If I do this option, this is the limit of stamps that you're going to be illustrating on. So, whatever you draw is going to be within those boundaries. And when you're using 9, it's going to be smaller. So, say you omit this piece here to make it 3 horizontally and 4. No. You make 3 stamps vertically, and you make 4 stamps horizontally. That's the thing with this OP. I'm half tired and it's super late in the morning. I shouldn't be doing this. But anyone should get the picture though, right? So that you fit those amount of stamps, and that's the exact frame area that you're gonna be getting. Like if I were to do, like, say 6 frames, it would be this many. this is the space that you're given. All this space just to draw in 6 frames. With 4 frames, it's 7 times 5, which again is 35. For 9 frames, it's 4 times 3, which you just put in at least 12 stamps within a frame. So let me make a quick, run through to see what it looks like. Okay, here's a bit of illustration now. Okay, let's say I flipped it over. You know what? I can. Hold on a sec. No, wait. I don't think I can. I was thinking of Photoshop. I'm so sorry. So, do me a favor, viewers. Tilt your head 90 degrees. Like you're about to go, huh? And when you multiply 3 by 4, that's the exact frame you're going to get for 9 frames. So, yeah, no joke. Oh god, this is a little more complicated than I thought it would be. Okay, I'm back for real. Just to illustrate my point. It looks terrible. Oh, you know what? Yay, connected the dots. Woohoo. Okay, so let me tell you about how you can use character stamps with the grids. Now, either you're super creative and you can create stamps with your imagination, or you can use something called a grid technique to see where you would place different colors on the stamp drawing board. Since the stamps are composed of, again, the 16 by 16 dots, a clear grid of 16 by 16 placed over a photograph, picture, or even a still image on a plate. You can take any black and white grid to your local print shop to have a transparent grid made. Or, as far as I know, you can utilize this through a computer software program to utilize it. Although I don't know the full name of it. It's a little loose on my head right now. But that's a little neat thing that you can do. The cool thing about the custom stamps that you can make is that you can create a stamp for each part of a character and several stamps for each part in which you can move. Let's say, for instance, if you want a character to raise his arm, you gotta have 2 stamps. One with the arm lowered and one with it raised. You're only limited to, as shown from before, 15 total custom stamps. So you gotta be really efficient about it. So let's say I want to make a T-Rex. Now, if I want to be efficient, I want to use something like, say, 5 instead of 6. Because if you use 6, you want to use as much space as possible, instead of saying using this much space from here. You want to utilize this kind of space here. That's more efficient compared to here. It's a lot more wasteful. So, you know what? Let's go make a dinosaur. So, let's say it's a Yoshi. Let's load Yoshi's body real quick. It's pretty long. Get down, you stupid computer. I don't know what's on my computer, guys. I really don't know. It's getting me angry. So let's say that Yoshi automatically transformed into a snake. Oh, he's a snake. Badger, 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 badger. I have no regrets with that, guys. No regrets. Yeah, this is looking kind of neat so far. The rest of this I'm gonna remove. Oh wait, I need the black. No, wait. Yeah, I think I got this. I totally got this. Beyond what I can comprehend. Well, this needs a black dot here. Definitely. It needs a black dot, Morty. Okay, I don't know what's going with it, honestly. You know, if I gotta be honest with something, it's one of my little small pet peeves when it comes to the media. When I have to hear about a show that I never heard about, and it's something that's super popular. I have this tendency nowadays where I just don't have any interest because I'm concerned that if I were to watch that particular show or if I play the game, the hype for it would be as much as expected as everyone has anticipated to be. You know, here was a good example of that, honestly. I needed to get this off my chest. Just to get this out of the way, I'm not the biggest fan of the Moana movie. And it's one of those movies where everybody seems to like it, but I particularly don't. I can say for, just to restate the claim that it's not a bad movie. Don't get me wrong. I just don't have, I just don't think it's that great of a movie as people make it out to be. And part of my issue with the movie is that it's literally the Disney trope of the movie. And efficiently, all what the movie is that they put in everything that you expect from a Disney movie, and it makes the plot rather lacking because you know exactly what's going to happen. You know exactly how the plot's going to lay out, how these characters are going to interact with one another. And in some scenarios, it's never brought up again. And that's honestly kind of troubling for me because I really like Disney movies. But if they're going through that route when they're making it this predictable, then I'm legitimately concerned. Now, to be fair, they've known to do this for a while. I know they did it for maybe Frozen, if I remember correctly. And I think they did it for the movie. I could be wrong in the title. It's called, maybe it's Enchanted, or it's, just to reiterate, it's the live action Disney movie that people seem to kind of not remember, but it's there just for the purpose of it. But yeah, it was just like a parody of itself, and they were just, making fun of themselves on that kind of stuff or whatever. So, I watched the Moana movie. It was just okay. There was nothing spectacularly good about it. Like, I got more enjoyment out of, say, Kubo and the 7 String. Oh god. I know the title. And just to reiterate, it is a really good movie. Like, if you have not seen it, like, give your chance to give it a watch. Oh jeez. Achoo! I don't feel good. I don't know, I could be overlooking it. Like, I literally gave it a second watch, and I still had the same feelings about the movie. Like, I didn't really care about the plot. I didn't really care about even the villain. It was so lacking. Like, when you think of Disney movies, you think of the villains, and it's so lacking. Even my friend, he watched it with me. He even debated, like, it had the worst villain song. Which is really sad, because Disney's known for making great, villain songs. And when you have that argument, you kind of messed up. But I know he liked it, honestly. Like, it wasn't the greatest film, but he liked it. I just have a very low opinion on the movie. Like, I'd rather sit through Zootopia, and it's not a bad movie. What held that movie for me was the chemistry of the two main characters. Other than that, That's really it. There is no connection I had with all the other characters. The father character was the worst. I absolutely hated that character from the very moment that I saw him on screen. And I was just thinking to myself, I am going to hate you later on, aren't I? Do. Oh my god. Alright, Yoshi. I need to get Yoshi over here. Let me delete all this crap. Let's do a warp effect. Haha, I made you disappear. I am your god. I'm okay. Let's paint some grass. And we're gonna add some stamps here, in there, and here. Oh, let's put it on here too. Because, you know, the corners are really nice and everything else. Ugh. What was I gonna add? I know I had something here. Oh, you know, it'd be really cool. Let's add stars in the background. Let's do that real quick, so I can mumble more about weird stuff. Okay, so let me think. You know what? The thing I'm known about in this entire channel is that I bring up TV shows a lot more often. The funny thing is that I mostly watch just mostly YouTube stuff, and the closest thing I watch to TV is maybe Netflix. But that is really it. I've been wanting to get back into it, most notably so that I go watch, you know, other, you know, programs like, you know, Adventure Time, because I know they're having their last, you know, season to air, and I do want to catch up on it, which sounds really rather sad when you think about it, because the show's been on for roughly, you know, actually about 7 years. And I remember, you know, first watching it, and I thought, oh, hey, this is kind of cool. And I remember some people were kind of hating on it, and I never got that. And it got more interesting, you know, later on. It was one of those shows for me that the more I watched it, the more I was delved into its world. And the characters gradually got better, even for characters I don't really like. Like, there was a scenario where I hated Princess Bubblegum, because I'll summarize it in a get down here, get down. I can summarize it in a nutshell that she was a control freak, and that was an understatement. But you get to like the character so much later on, because she does seem to redeem herself in a sense where you like the character again. And let's not forget about the stakes episode. Oh my god, they were amazing. So it was a story night, right? And T4 got bored and used this as a stamp collection. And I just realized this skin complementary is not going to work, because you don't see grass green in the middle of the night. That would be stupid. Which would also imply that I am stupid. I am literally calling myself stupid. So I got a load of stamp. Go to this patch here and change all the color schemes. All of it. Everything needs to change. Let's see. And there's another show too that I really wanted to watch, and the more I watched it, I thought, oh my god, this show is actually fun to watch. And would you freaking believe it? For those of you who are super new to my channel or whatever, I did a super old rant a long time ago, back in 2007. That is 10 years ago. I'm planning to do an update, hopefully, where I talked about Nickelodeon, and I basically said that there's a lot of content from them I never liked, and honestly, my opinion on cartoon no for Nickelodeon, I'm sorry, it's a lot different now than compared back then. Because granted, that was 10 years ago, and when I look at the content, it's like, oh hey, it's actually better. And there's actually a show on Nickelodeon of all channels that I really like, that I could actually sit down and watch. And for anyone wondering, no, it's not Korra. Although I do hear many good things about it. I'm planning to get the DVD because I don't think they air it anymore. At least that's what I'm aware of. But the show I'm talking about actually is it's the Loud House show. It's kind of like a contemporary comic strip esque atmosphere type of show where your main character in the show talks to you through by breaking through the fourth wall. And the way they pull it off, it's not too bad. And the characters that you expect to be kind of predictable actually turn out to be characters that you seem to like a lot for multiple reasons. I know there's a character I really like because it is such a neat idea for a character. The whole idea of this character is that she's into heavy rock and roll. She has this super fake blend of British and Swedish accent. I'm trying to think here. And there was something about the character that was actually fun. You could tell that the voice actress was having a lot of fun with the character, and so did everybody that was involved with it. And the synopsis, scenarios through every episode are, while they're cliche or predictable for some people, they made it to where it's fun rather than just being, oh, it's just that shtick again. We seen all that before. But I digress. It was one of those shows that when I watched it, I've heard about it all over the internet, and I thought, oh, hey, this show is getting some ground. I can give it a watch. And it was legitimately fun to watch. I liked most, if not all, the characters because they seemed like actual genuine people. They're not forced characters just for the sake of a joke. They're characters that you actually have a sense of liking to because of the sense of relatability. Because everybody's went through that before. Everybody has issues with their siblings, but eventually you get over it and you start to have a stronger bond with your sisters or brothers as it is. And I just realized I am rambling again. So let's you monsters. No. Yes, that'll work. That'll work really nicely. Look at this mess. Look at this beauty. I always wonder what that sound is. I wonder if anybody can get that figured out for me. I'm only saying it because I'm tired. Okay, you cannot fault me for that. Okay, this is gonna work a lot better now because we got all these cool colored backgrounds, and this color tone is gonna blend a lot better compared to green. Just a little reference. Originally, Spyro the Dragon was gonna be green, but the designers of the game was like, "Oh wait, he can't do that because he's green and so is the grass." So they changed him into purple. Oh my god, I could have made the dinosaur purple. You know what? I'm running short on time, so I'm gonna make this super quick. Right about here. Here. I'm a snake. Ooh. Oh my. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is the thumbnail. Oh wow, I actually almost burst into tears because it looks so stupid. No, you know what? Here's my open letter to Nintendo. If you're gonna make a new Mario game, I want a character that looks like a Yoshi, but it's just a snake. That would be really neat to do, because I can imagine all the possibilities you can do with a snake-esque, with a snake character. Like, I know you got like a few snake characters, but they're kind of lacking in terms of what they uniquely can do. But this is, you know, my 2 cents on it. Anyways, I might be cutting short on time, so yeah, this was pretty much kind of a lackluster episode, I guess you could say. It was just me rambling about some random stuff that nobody really cares about. I talked about some TV show that maybe millions of people are watching. I don't know how many are watching, to be honest. And I talked about a Disney movie I don't like, but everybody seems to like. But let me throw this disclaimer out here for anybody that's gonna get, you know, frisky about it in the comment section. If you like the Moana movie, that's good, great, wonderful. It's your opinion. I'm not gonna hop on you about it. It's just that I just don't care for the movie. I'm not that kind of person that's gonna go after somebody just because, you know, they have a different opinion about a movie. Sorry. Okay. I need to try to get some sleep. So, see you guys then. Goodbye.